Today, everyone, we are Group 1 and we will be pitching our startup named VenturED. The COVID-19 pandemic has prompted several educational institutions to shift to online learning methods. However, according to Turner, many students struggle to stay motivated in the new setup, thus impacting their academic performance. Moreover, in a collaborative study by top research and development-based universities regarding barriers faced by students in online learning, 76% of the 22,519 undergraduates identified the lack of motivation as the primary hindrance.
In response to this problem, our group proposes the gamification of class requirements through VenturED, a learning platform that aims to increase the motivation and engagement of students to learn by converting knowledge-based assessments into an adventure game to promote fun learning and retain information more effectively. But why should we even gamify online learning? According to research by Welbers et al., gamifying course assessments help students learn better. In particular, the goal-based approach triggers a positive response in students when they win, which leads to better learning. The visuals of a game also stimulate the student's brain and increase retention. According to Dr. Koyum Jan, visuals are more concrete to the brain than words, making them easier to remember. By gamifying online learning, students will be given an immersive learning experience while playing.
VenturED utilizes a B2B model targeting local middle school and higher educational institutions before expanding to a global market. The product is available both in free and premium versions. In the free version, students can create and customize their characters, and educators can access 4 different scenarios and sets of monsters. Each teacher's account can create a maximum of 10 classes where each class can accommodate up to 20 students. They can also see a dashboard containing the average performance of a class they handle. In contrast, the premium version boasts more features to maximize the gamified online learning experience. Students can try out ungraded practice drills containing questions from past assessments as references. This would be helpful as they review the concepts and learn outside class hours. For teachers, switching to the premium version unlocks all 15 scenarios initially offered by VenturED. Also, unlike in the free version, they can now modify the settings so students can work in groups. Moreover, they can even manage an unlimited number of classes on the platform, with each class having a maximum of 50 students. Educators can also download files, primarily in Excel format containing the students' respective scores for each assessment. They can also set the passing grade for each activity and be alerted if a student has consecutively failed. Lastly, the users will all have access to HD animation and sound effects. The premium version costs 1,499 pesos monthly for every account owned by a teacher in the first 3 months, and then 1,999 pesos in the following months.
Presented in the slide are mock-ups that envision how the website would look like. As you can see, VenturED requires educators and students to create their accounts using their emails. The platform is based on an adventure game where characters have to level up by defeating monsters or tasks prepared by the teacher. Students and monsters both have health points, and the goal is to deplete the monster's HP while keeping one's HP high. For every monster defeated, students shall gain XP points to level up. The HP after each battle will serve as the student's score for the task. On the side of the teachers, here are the samples. For a clearer look at the mockups, you can access the rest of the images as well as this video by scanning the QR code below.
So now, how educators appreciate our website? It's pretty straightforward to use. Educators create their respective guilds or classrooms by inputting their students' emails. To create assessments, they first have to download a pre-filled form provided by the website and fill it up with their questions and respective answers. Once done, they just need to upload the file to the website. Educators will then receive an email asking for confirmation about the contents before the website integrates the assessments into the platform. Education technology, or EdTech, is a growing industry From 2014 to 2018, venture capital investments for the said industry rose by 355.56%, and international spending on edtech is expected to reach $404 billion by 2025 as classes are becoming reliant on the internet. Remote learning, or at least some of its aspects, is likely to continue after the pandemic, according to Dickler in 2020. According to CHED Chairman Rivera III, the Commission adopted a policy that flexible learning will continue in the school year 2021 and beyond. Thus, educational institutions must adopt a solution that promotes effective learning for students through innovative platforms. VenturED's vision is to make the accelerated transition to online learning smooth and exciting through an interactive and virtual adventure game that motivates students to learn and gain a positive outlook on virtual classes.
According to Holland IQ, EdTech spending is expected to almost double in 5 years. While the long-term impact of COVID-19 on education models has yet to play out, we expect increased spending on digital infrastructure and models in education over the next few years. With this in mind, the following timeline illustrates our expansion. By 2022, VenturED will start offering its services to educational institutions in Metro Manila, particularly to schools like the Ateneo de Manila University, University of Santo Tomas, and international schools such as British School Manila. 3 years later, at least 25 schools in the Philippines should have already subscribed to VenturED's premium services. By 2026, VenturED will then cater to educational institutions outside the country, starting with schools in Asia. Ideally, by 2027, VenturED should already be earning approximately 48 million pesos in revenues annually. And that ends our presentation. Thank you very much for listening, and we now open the floor for questions and concerns.